Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Cardinals taking on Alex Smith and the Washington football team.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Washington football team. Set to get this one going. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And we'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long.
Now that's the way to open up a game on defense. Back-to-back sacks. We know that someone's come to play today.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Steven Sims set to return it for Washington. Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 05 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
The throw taken in by Sims. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back to him on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 40 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well.
Go to
something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on first down is Murray. On the move to his left. He'll run it, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray stepping up. He'll try and run. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 29-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st down, Drake. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Murray. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's good for a Cardinals.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. From the gun, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Murray, he'll buy some. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And as Washington have it, they do. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. Run here for J.D. McKissick. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Gibson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. He'll layer this one out deep for Sims. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. Spinning away. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Cardinals nothing.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A first down and more for Drake. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a draw play with Drake. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, the slant complete to Hopkins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try again with Drake. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Murray rolling to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Smith. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Drake will start the drive on the ground. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 17, Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Counter play, Drake. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Murray out to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
The gun, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Takes over first and 10. At their own 7.
Alex Smith and the offense heading out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Operating from the gun, Smith. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
What are you doing?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Come on, teamwork.
On 1st down, it's Smith. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Smith. And he finds McLaurin. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a terrific first half from the former #1 overall pick, Kyler Murray. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To Terry McLaurin. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, Gibson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They run the option on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
Smith on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A carry now for McKissick. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And Washington has retaken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First down, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 50 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Hopkins on the ground over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's been good to make it 21-17. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Smith. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Flushed out right. 20! And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
32-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
21, Washington 20.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second and 4.
Murray now to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
They'll hand it to Drake here on the option.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. On the move, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. From the gun, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Again. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Gonzalez's kick is good. High fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Washington 20.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Danny Johnson returning. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, Smith. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Smith on 3rd down. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Now comes Kenyon Drake in the Arizona offense to take over. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Murray now on 1st down. Steps away. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footworkiveness of both of these guys running the ball?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. They'll run on 1st down. Drake. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Right back to Drake. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 14. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Shotgun now from Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
27, Washington 20.
And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Now here's Johnson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense set to take over.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st down, Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat, but a 1st down.
We can talk about it like it's just a basic route. The timing on this one, lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Got an open man. It's Harmon. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second and goal from the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
What are you doing?
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. On the return, here's Edmonds.
And he returns this to the 22.
Their own 22-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Murray, he's used to moving fast at Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they get him down, but number 4 takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
42-yard line.
Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. To throw is Murray. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Murray a give. This is Drake. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Jet sweep. Here's Fitzgerald. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he nailed it. And the Cardinals win it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.